right, good morning. Good morning, Egypt family. So we're gonna do our first ride on the Lectric XPedition 2.0. It's morning right now. Great weather. It's around like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. So we're gonna go for a first ride. We're gonna take the bike to a park. I'm gonna park it, sit down, tell you about the experience riding the bike, and then there's somewhere that I gotta go and get some things because I'm still waiting for my delivery bag to come in from Amazon. Might come in today or tomorrow, but I need some clamps. I need some metal clamps to secure the metal rack that is coming with, so there's no issues there. And also, what I've realized is with metal clamps, what you could do is you can either use tape on the frame of the bike, then use the metal clamp so it don't scratch up your e-bikes when you're installing those things. So you keep it in beautiful shape. But I'm excited for this one. Um, there's a couple of accessories that I did not um, put on the bike. There's issues with it. The running board did not fit. I don't know if it's from the XPedition 1.0, so I'm going to reach out to customer service. And then I still haven't reached out to customer service because I did not receive the orbiter inside of my delivery package with the XPedition bike and everything else, all the other accessories. And then when I get back, I'm gonna see if I can install the the pannier bags. So right now I'm just going bare. Um, I got a kryptonite foldable lock. I got a U lock too to keep it secure. Gonna get an alarm too, for extra security too. But guys, I'll see you guys on the road. And hey, wish me the best of luck on this one, man. I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun. All right, guys. Currently, I'm riding on PAS 2, going 14 miles per hour. Feels smooth so far while I'm riding. Yes. Feels smooth. It feels, of course, the handlebar is lower than, but my wingspan helps make up for it. I just tested out the brakes. The power up to PAS 5, and it's smooth, and you can feel the torque too. So that's a good thing. That's power right there. It rides smoother than my Sonat S10, but of course with the throttle max is 20 miles per hour with throttle, and then with the torque sensor you got to pedal. So I'm gonna start pedaling, see if we can get some more power that way. Oh, you know why? It's only in class 2. I gotta unlock it, so I'm only able to do, it's a class 2 right now, so that's 20 miles per hour with throttle. So I'm gonna have to check that out when I get back. Unlock it to class 3. There's somewhere you could do it in the advanced setting too. But so far with the 20 miles per hour on the bike, going at a steady speed, not going too fast. If there's cars around me, of course, signal them to go around. But it's smooth so far. The braking is clean, way better than my previous bike. So let's try this out. Also, what helps you out is if you need to cross the street real fast, there's
the power and the torque pushes you forward so fast that you can get across without having to worry about anything. So that's a good thing. I'm a big dude, 300 pounds, 6'2". This bike is handling me really, really well. The brake is good. I like this. I have more control. The handlebar height is lower, but it's adjustable versus the Cernat. The Cernat, I could adjust the handlebar height to the highest, max possible, but there's a limit with this one. I think it's 45 inches. The Cernat was around 50, but it doesn't matter because I still have more control with this 45-inch handlebar height, so that's cool. And the side mirrors that I got installed, I'm going to show you what accessories I got. I don't know. Lectric brand is always on point when it comes to their product. Always high notch, top notch quality. We got a cyclist in front of us. Going to slow it down just a little bit. I'm in no rush right now. I'm heading to the park, so it's close by. But honestly, this bike it's smooth. Smooth. And I'm just coasting right now. It is very smooth. And this raindrop blue is going to attract a lot of attention, of course, It's going to attract a lot of attention. Hope you guys enjoying the view too. It is early in the morning. I just leaned back on my bike. Now these wheels have the slime installed in them, so I'm not a big fan of slime. I'm more of a flat out person, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride it out for a little bit, see what the slime is like and stuff, but just to see what the quality is like, especially riding a bike, and if there's going to be any punctures, because flat out is I feel like flat out is to each its own. Slime is preferred with other people, and then flat out is preferred, so it all depends. To each its own. Alright, now just hit the torque. We got that head start after that light change. We got this person just came out of nowhere trying to quickly turn in front of me because I'm a cyclist, but yeah, this is a good bike. Come on, man. This bike is riding smooth. You guys gonna hear me say this multiple times, so this is game changer, especially with doing deliveries, man. This is smooth. I'm going to slow down right now because my seat is a little wobbly. I must have made a mistake not checking something out before I left. Unless that's how it is. Guys, let me know if you have the you notice the movement here with the seat. Is there something I need to tighten up? That's very interesting. And it has the step-through design, which is very preferable. So, all right, let's head over to the park. This has speed in it, so I can only imagine if I'm going 20 miles an hour, smooth cycling. I can only imagine class 3 with 28, but you gotta, in order to get to the 28, you gotta pedal. You gotta pedal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throttle it out, and then I'm gonna throttle it out from the 20 miles. This is game changer for food delivery. Very first electric bike, very first American made e-bike that I've ever owned. So this is gonna be super exciting. I love the color too. The color is really good. It pops out. They only had Stratus white and Raindrop blue. The blue pops out. It's like a sky blue. So yeah. All right. Feels like I'm riding lower than like the bike design and the frame and everything. It feels like I'm riding lower than, I forgot this thing had turn signals, turning right too. But feels like the frame and the design I'm riding lower than this is not. This is game changer for people who, man, for you guys that are in the channel, you guys know I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of e-bikes, man. Getting this cargo bike to do deliveries, and then in the future to haul around the kids, ooh, this is game changer. I don't see myself getting a car no time soon. This e-bike could take me places. I don't need to go far. I don't need to go fast. 20 miles per hour to 28 miles per hour on an e-bike is definitely satisfying for me. And also, safety first. Get your helmets, elbow pads, knee pads. Because these people, not all drivers, but some drivers, man, they're careless on the road. Man, this is smooth, man. I feel like I'm sitting low, just based on my foot positioning. So I'm gonna have to raise up the height of the bike. Raise up the height of the bike. I'm just doing an adjustment right now. This is the first ride. I'm seeing what works, what don't work, and what adjustments to make for the second ride. So I gotta have somebody in front of me. I'm gonna do the same thing I did earlier. I'm gonna slow it down, and then I'm gonna get around them, especially with the power that I got. So hope you guys are able to hear the audio real clear, because I do got the mic, the external mic. right, nice turn. Nice turn. Now that's what I'm talking about. That was good. That was a good test run of the. Let me see something here. There's somewhere I want to go specifically to park the bike, and then are those raccoons in front of me? Oh wow, that's everything. We got a whole family out here. Let me see. I'm gonna make a left here. Let's see. Had a whole gang of raccoons. Interesting. Whole gang, whole family worth. Alright, we're gonna go off road for a little bit. Let's see how that goes. Well, technically a little. That's good. The suspension seat post, can't forget that. It helps. It helps. Oh my gosh. This is a big upgrade. I don't want to be dramatic about all this stuff, but a front fork suspension with the no, this is addictive. Alright, kickstand. Alright, there it is. Okay guys, so going on a ride with this Lectric XPedition is different. It's very different from the previous bike that I had. So I call this an extraordinary, a huge, enormous upgrade from my old one, which is the Cernat S10. There were some pros and cons with that one too, but this one carried me easily. Of course, the motor, the 750-watt motor, and it peaks at 1310, carried me so well. So I can only imagine if I have delivery bags in the back and I'm doing grocery deliveries, um, like Shipt, Instacart, Uber Eats, Shop and Deliver, um, Grubhub, etc. This is game changing, very game changing. And now I see why they're the number one best selling e-bike in America. Now I see. It makes a whole lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of sense, to be honest. I'm experiencing. I'm Yeah, I can't even speak right now. I'm experiencing it in person, so I can only imagine how you, all of you guys are, who have electric e-bikes, are just experimenting it. And then for those that want to get one, of course, I recommend it. It don't have to be the XPedition 2.0. It could be the XP, the XP4. I've seen different models, but this one, I needed something that could carry me and the the loads that I be carrying as well, the deliveries, the groceries, and all these other things. So that's really cool. I got to reach out to customer service, of course, to get the orbiter bar. I'm missing some pieces. Also, I got to reach out because the running board might be for the electric 1.0 because it's not able to fit because of the longer frame in the back, and which is very weird. So let me start off with the negatives, right? Of course, security is number one. I love the design of electric and everything, but security is number one. In my old bike, I was able to take the key out. It turns it off completely. You won't be able to turn it on unless you have the exact key. But with electric, the only keys that you get is to remove the batteries. So that's, I'm a little iffy about that. But you just make sure you get
good quality bike locks so you can lock it up. I wouldn't recommend letting it sit for too long because all the person could do that'll be still in it is just to power it on and they'll just be heading out. So that's number one. Of course, number two is the packaging. The box that I got was very damaged. Um, I'm not gonna say that's probably the reason why I lost a couple pieces or whatever accessories I could have been missing. Um, but maybe they were going through the box or something, try to organize it, you know, of that sort. And then also with shipping too, when where it's heavy, it's a heavy box. So wherever it's like UPS or FedEx facilities, however it's being handled over there, I don't know, to be honest. Also, what I don't like about the bike is that some of my accessories didn't fit. They didn't fit. I don't know if it's like of course there's the previous model, the 1.0, but just that alone and those everything that I'm listing is minor things. There's nothing too major. Of course, still getting used to it. But honestly, I got a lot of great things to say about it compared to like negative things. So that's the good thing about it. So positive thing, I like the two dual batteries. I got long range, so I'm able to do deliveries. My max amount of miles that I do in a day, mm, from breakfast to lunch shift, a total of like 25 to 30 miles, right? And then the night shift, the dinner shift is almost quite the same, but it may be maybe less. It could be around 15 to 20 at night, just depending. Um, because the daytime I'm doing more. I'm doing two shifts and one. The nighttime I'm doing like 4 hours, 3 hours. So that's a good thing. The battery I like. The motor, of course, exceptional. It's extraordinary good. It carries me well, and I can only imagine. I haven't tested it on a hill yet. Don't have too many hills in my area. I'm in the Miami market, um, mostly flat surfaces. Anyway, there's a community that has like a hill that goes up like a bridge because it goes over a water. So that's going to be a test run one of these days. And also for future contents, I want to mix things up. I was able to like get footages on my action cam and do voiceovers, but I want to see if I could actually get like in like person, like while I'm doing my shifts, be able to talk about things, be able to, explain like what orders am I picking, what orders I'm not picking, like how do I do things, like which route do I take, um, to do it in person. So that too. Another thing about the bike is, of course, the the seat post, man. That seat post, I know it's not probably like the greatest quality of seat post, but for me personally, it's great. It's amazing compared to the one that I bought aftermarket on Amazon for my old bike. The handlebars is good. The braking I really like about it. The braking on this bike is smooth. It stops you. Um, Here we go. A negative that I missed was the kickstand. I see what people are talking about with the kickstand. Um, I'm a big dude. I struggle at times, but I'm figuring out a technique that can help me. But the two main things is the kickstand and security for electric bikes, right? Security. Because the keys that of course, you got the keys to remove the battery. There's nothing wrong with that. But as far as like security for the bike, make sure you don't leave it out for too long. If you're doing a quick shop, like grabbing a couple items, come back out. Of course, picking up food, you're picking up the food, you come right back out, of course. But if it's way longer than that, you know, get you a good lock. And I will. The next thing for electric to innovate is like security for these bikes, because these are investments that we make as customers. So
I see them doing things like that for the future. But so far, I love this bike. It's really, really good. Super good. I got this kryptonite foldable lock for it, and I bought this U lock, of course, on Amazon. So that's gonna help me lock up whenever I'm at restaurants or like Targets, the Walgreens. Find a bike rack, lock it up. But Lectric is doing an amazing job, top notch. And I changed out the seat to my bike to oversize, and it's comfortable too. So I'll be able to ride longer with no issues. I like the quick release pedals. You can put it in easily and take it out easily, but you got to be careful. Don't scratch yourself on the pedal. I've done that a few times, and it's not plastic, it's metal. So you may scratch yourself when you're not looking or paying attention. This is crazy. This is crazy what Lectric is doing. Lectric is doing an amazing, amazing job, man. An amazing job. Hey, let me show you guys what I've actually done to the bike so far. So, all right, I'm gonna switch angle. One thing that I did forget to mention was that front wheel. It took me a good minute to understand how to put it in, the through axle and everything. I had an issue with the clamp to close it up, to tighten it. There was no resistance, so I had to watch some videos on it, and I figured out that you had to use a hex wrench to tighten up something within the clamp. So that's a good thing. I'm glad that I was able to figure that out, because I was trying to figure out like why is it so loose? Why is the clamp so loose? Why is it not like secure like how it wants to be? But I was able to figure that out. So that was one thing. Because for me, you can get a manual and stuff and read it. For me, I have a hard time reading manuals. Um, there's different ways to learn too, right? You can read to learn to understand. There's listening to it. There's watching it too, and then there's doing the action as well. For me, I have a hard time reading like manuals to understand how to put the pieces together. There's times where I use my eyes to look, and I'm looking and I'm like, okay, maybe this goes with this goes with that, okay. And then that's when I start to put things together and assemble it properly. But for this one, I struggled a little bit. So, but we're able to get it though. That's exciting. Damn, this is good, man. Oh, yo, Lectric, man. I can only imagine what you guys are, experiencing with the Expedition 2.0 on your side, or like the XP, the XP Lite, XP4. The list goes on and on. America's best-selling e-bike. I see why now. The quality of everything, the throttle response, the motor, the tires, the brakes, the battery life, the display, even the designs of the pedals too, the quick release pedals. That's innovation right there, man. This is exciting. This is my first ride too. First ride of the bike, and I only have good things to say about it. I want to see how long these tires go, because there's slime pre-installed in them, but I'm not a big fan of slime. I don't know much about their brand. I'd be buying their patches when I have to repair tubes, but as far as like the tire sealant, I don't know much about it. So I'm gonna experiment with that because I'm a flat out person. So I'm gonna let it ride out for 3 to 6 months, see what's up. And then if I know that I need to make that change, I'll make that change. But other than that, everything is good. Everything is really good with this bike. Wow. Wow. The seat post, here's another thing that I thought would come with the seat post.
Oh, I got some sunlight right here. Maybe this angle will work. The seat posts, I thought there would be like a hex wrench that would come. You'll be able to adjust the firmness and the looseness of the seat posts. Mine's just a little squishy. It's not too bad. I wish it was just a little firm. So I'm gonna see if I can find the same hex wrench size that could go in so I can adjust the seat posts. It's a beautiful day today. The park is not too busy. Uh, it just always feels good to be around nature, trees, grass, dirt, blue skies, the birds chirping, is amazing. So what I'm gonna do now is I made it to the park. I was able to give you guys first impression, and I got this chest cam too to show you guys the view. Man, this is exciting. All right, guys. All right, so right now, this right here, the seat, I changed it out, oversized. Of course, it's Blue Wind. I think they have the best brand of bike saddles. I'm able to sit on it comfortably with no issues there. And then you guys can see right here is the rear rack. The orbiter, the two pieces that I got was for both ends, with both ends. But as far as the bar on top, I'm missing it. So I'm going to reach out to customer service. And then for right here, the running board, one of them could fit, but the other can't. It's like more on like this side, right? On the longer side, I don't know. But I find that to be crazy. And then here we go, the foldable block right here. And this is the full phone mount for my old bike. And then this one right here, I got the mirrors. These are super good mirrors. These were the mirrors that I should have gotten in the first place with my old bike. But I like these. Got a wider view. I could see what's going on. Then you got the front fork. It's really good. The tires were good. It was smooth on the road. The headlights. I wish I could show you guys the nighttime view of my deliveries. So soon to be upgrading to like better quality camera, such as like DJI. That's what I've been looking at so far. So there's gonna be the content is only gonna just elevate more and more as time go on.